Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place you come to. Well, cut through all the noise and get straight to the interesting stuff.
Exactly. No endless scrolling needed here.
Today, we're doing just that, but with food. We're going deep into some of the world's most exciting cities to find those truly delicious hidden spots.
Think of it as, your insider guide. The places locals love, the ones that tourists often just walk right past.
Yeah, it's all about getting past the Instagram traps and finding real, authentic flavor. We've all been there, haven't we?
Oh, definitely. You're traveling, you're starving, there are a million options.
Right. And you just want to know, where's the really good stuff? Not just something that looks okay online.
And that is exactly what we're doing today. This is our mission.
We're digging into this really extensive foodie quest someone undertook across 5 huge food cities: New York, Tokyo, Paris, Mexico City, and Bangkok.
So this is your fast track, basically, to finding those best-kept secrets, the places that, whisper amazing things to people who are listening.
It really taps into that feeling, doesn't it? Like being in Bangkok, maybe Chatuchak Market, smelling everything, trying to pick the pad see ew vendor. It's overwhelming.
Or in Paris, right, you're in Le Marais dreaming of that perfect croissant and you get one that's just fine, just meh.
Oh, the tragedy of a mea croissant in Paris. It's a low point.
It really is. But what this whole journey seemed to uncover, the big insight, is that the really memorable food, the best stuff, it's usually just off the main drag.
Exactly. Not always in the obvious places. Okay, so let's jump in. First stop, New York City.
Right, NYC, huge place, obviously, amazing food, but you got to know where to look beyond, well, Times Square.
So our foodie explorer definitely did that.
Yeah.
First stop is way downtown Chinatown, Joe Shanghai, 56 Mott Street.
Yeah, just Shanghai. And the report says, the place itself isn't fancy, not much to look at.
But inside, oh, the xiaolongbao, those soup dumplings.
Ah, yes. They are something else. That little pocket of soup sealed inside the dumpling, it just explodes with flavor.
It does. And you absolutely need that spoon, right, to catch all the broth. It's genius.
Total skill involved there. And a practical tip they shared: get there early.
Oh, yeah. Lines get bad.
Apparently they can go right down the street. So yeah, early is key.
Okay, good tip. All right, from Chinatown's energy, we're heading over to the Lower East Side historic spot. Russ and Daughters. That's 179 East Houston.
Russ and Daughters. Yeah, in a city that's always chasing, like, the next trend, avocado toast this, granite that.
Right.
They just serve up this absolute timeless classic, the lox bagel.
And the description was great. NYC in a bite. So what makes it so special?
Well, it sounds like it's just the quality. A really silky smoked salmon in the lox, that amazing cream cheese, and then a proper chewy everything bagel.
That combination of textures and flavors. Salty, creamy, chewy.
It just works. It's tradition, Simple things, but done perfectly. It's often the best.
Absolutely. Okay, one last New York taste, and this one takes us out of Manhattan over to Queens.
Yeah, Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. There's a taco truck there called Birria-landia.
Okay, a taco truck. But it sounds like not just any taco truck.
No, definitely not. This place has apparently got a serious, cult following for its birria tacos.
Birria.
No.
That's the slow-cooked beef, right?
I agree.
Really tender.
Exactly. Super tender, juicy, slow-cooked beef. And then they dip the taco in the cooking broth, the consommé, before they grill it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the real kicker, the ultimate move, is getting it quesabirria style.
Quesabirria, so with cheese.
Yep, melted cheese inside. So you get the crispy tortilla, the tender beef, the gooey cheese, and then you dip the whole thing in that rich consommé.
Okay, that sounds phenomenal. Street food perfection.
Pretty much elevated, All right, ready to hop across the ocean?
Let's do it. From NYC hustle to Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yes, such a fascinating mix of ancient tradition and hyper-modern everything. And the food scene reflects that. We're looking for the sort of underground spots, late-night eats.
Sounds like a bit of a treasure hunt there. You find amazing stuff tucked away.
Totally. So first up is Ichiran Ramen. Now, they have a few locations, but the Shibuya one is pretty iconic.
Ah, Ichiran. I know this one. They have those individual booths, right, for solo dining.
Exactly. It's a really unique, focused experience, like your own little ramen sanctuary. Just sit there and concentrate on the bowl.
And it's tonkotsu ramen they're famous for, that rich pork bone broth.
That's the one, simmered for ages, super creamy, deep flavor. But the cool thing is the customization.
Oh, yeah. What can you customize?
Pretty much everything. Richness of the broth, garlic level, spiciness, noodle texture. You fill out a little form.
So you get it exactly how you like it. That's smart.
Yeah, it makes it like your perfect bowl. And that broth, unforgettable, apparently.
Okay, from intense ramen focus to a market.
Tsukiji Outer Market.
Right, Tsukiji Outer Market. That's 5-21 Tsukiji Chuo City. Important distinction. The outer market.
Because the inner wholesale fish market moved, right?
Exactly. But the outer market is still buzzing, still full of amazing food stalls, especially seafood.
And what's the recommendation there? Our traveler pointed to sushi dai, or daiwa sushi, specifically for an omakase tuna experience.
Omakase. So
Yeah.
chef's choice. You leave it up to them.
Yep, they give you the best cuts of the day. And the key thing here, especially with the tuna, is just incredible freshness.
Melts in your mouth stuff.
That's the description, like pure taste of the ocean. Amazing.
Wow. Okay, final Tokyo spot sounds atmospheric. Omoe Ryokocho in Shinjuku.
Ah, yeah. Sometimes called Memory Lane or Yakitori Alley. It's at 1 Chontu ni Shinjuku.
So tiny little stalls, grilling skewers.
Picture that, yeah. Lanterns lit, narrow alleyways, smoke rising, smell of charcoal. It's all about yakitori grilled chicken skewers.
Lots of different parts of the chicken usually.
Right. But the one that got singled out was the tsukune.
Tsukune. That's the chicken meatball, isn't it?
Yeah, and the tip was to dip it in raw egg yolk.
Raw egg.
Sounds a bit unusual maybe, but the description was pure umami heaven. Apparently it adds this incredible richness and depth.
Huh. Okay, I'm intrigued. Shows the Japanese appreciation for simple ingredients, but used in surprising ways.
Totally. Okay, ready for a change of pace? Let's head to Europe.
Yes, let's go to Paris, where food feels like art.
It really does. Even simple things feel elevated. First stop, a bakery, Du Pain des Idées. It's at 34 Rue Yves Tudic in the 10th.
Bread and ideas. Love the name.
Me too. And they're apparently famous for their pain des amis, friends bread. Big, crusty loaf, really airy inside. Sounds amazing.
Classic French bread excellence.
But the thing that really blew our traveler away, their butter croissant.
Okay, Paris is full of croissants.
Yeah.
What made this one stand out? The description was intense. Worth the pilgrimage.
That's high praise. It suggests that perfect balance, right? Super flaky, shattering layers, but rich, buttery flavor inside.
That sounds like croissant perfection. A simple thing, but so hard to get absolutely right.
Exactly. When it's perfect, it's unforgettable. Okay, next up we're heading to the Marais, famous spot, Allée du Falafel.
Ah, yes. 3234 Rue des Rosiers. Now, this place is legendary. Didn't the source say Lenny Kravitz was seen in line?
Ha. Yeah, that's the story. If it's good enough for Lenny.
Must be good. So obviously it's about the falafel pita.
Right, crispy falafel balls. But it's more than that. They load it up with fried eggplant, creamy tahini sauce.
Huh.
It's a whole meal in a pita.
Sounds messy but delicious.
Yeah.
Perfect street food for wandering Le Marais.
Totally. Okay, final Paris stop, also in Le Marais. Braise Café, 109 Rue Vieille du Temple.
Braise Cafe. So Breton influence. Crepes.
Exactly. They specialize in crepes and galettes. And one particular crepe was called life-changing.
Whoa. Life-changing crepe. What kind?
The caramelized butter crepe with salted butter.
Okay, simple again, but caramelized butter. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's about that deep, nutty flavor from the caramelized butter cut with a bit of salt. Just pure, delicious simplicity. And they suggest pairing it with the artisanal cider.
Nice. Proper Breton style. Okay,
Yes.
from Parisian elegance. Time to get messy again. Mexico City.
Let's do it. Mexico City, an absolute explosion of flavor, especially on the streets. Street food heaven.
Our foodie definitely hit the streets. First up, El Huiquito in the Centro Historico. Sounds like a classic.
It really is. They have a few spots now, but this is considered like the OG spot for tacos al pastor.
The originator. Wow. El Pastor.
Yeah,
That's the pork on the vertical spit, right? Like shawarma, but Mexican marinade.
exactly. Marinated pork, shaved thin, served on a small tortilla, usually with a little bit of pineapple, onion, cilantro.
Oh, that pineapple slice is key. Adds that sweetness and tang.
Totally cuts through the richness of the pork. It's just iconic street food. And El Huiquito is where it started.
Amazing. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Next stop sounds more high-end. Pujol.
Yeah, Pujol and Polanco, Tennyson 133. This is Enrique Olvera's famous restaurant. Definitely upscale.
And it has something pretty unique there, right? The molandre.
Uh-huh. The mother mole.
Yeah.
It's this complex mole sauce that they've kept going, adding to it daily for, get this, over 2,500 days.
Wait, 2,500? That's almost 7 years.
I know. It's incredible. It's not just sauce. It's like a living history of flavor, constantly evolving. Our source called it Mexico's most iconic dish.
You can see why. That's dedication. Mind-blowing, really.
Totally. Okay, final Mexico City treat. Back to something more comforting, maybe. Churreria El Moro.
Ah, El Moro. In Roma, right?
Yeah.
Eje Central Lázaro Cárdenas 42. An institution.
Total institution. And crucially, open 24 hours.
Perfect. For when that craving hits at, say, 3 a.m.
Exactly. The source called it the perfect 3 a.m. snack. Hot, crispy churros, fresh from the fryer.
Dipped in that thick, rich hot chocolate. Oh, man.
That chocolate caliente is serious business. Just pure comfort and deliciousness. Any time of day, really, but especially late night.
Agreed. Okay, one final destination on this whirlwind food tour. We're heading to Bangkok.
Bangkok, yeah, the street food capital of the world, some would say. Just an explosion of sights, sounds, smells, and incredible food on every corner.
First recommendation is pretty famous.
Yeah.
Jefei, in the old city, 327 Maha Chai Road.
Jefei, the legend. The woman in the ski goggles cooking over fiery woks in an open shop house.
And she has a Michelin star, right, for street food.
Yep. Unbelievable. They call her the woke queen. And her most famous dish?
The crab omelet.
That's the one. This giant, golden, crispy-edged omelet, absolutely stuffed, packed with huge chunks of sweet crab meat.
Sounds incredible. But the wait time, the source said, worth the 3-hour wait. 3 hours.
I know. It tells you just how good it must be. People queue for hours.
Wow. Dedication. Okay, next, also on Maha Chai Road, Thip Samai, number 313, 345.
Thip Samai, and their specialty is probably Thailand's most famous dish, pad thai.
Right, you can get pad thai everywhere. What makes Thip Samai special?
They do this thing where they wrap the pad thai noodles in a thin, delicate net made of egg. It looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of that, like a little present.
Exactly. The source called it next level pad thai. Great presentation, and apparently the flavor matches.
Nice. Okay, last Bangkok bite. We're heading to Torkor Market. So that, Kamphaeng Phrit Road.
Or Torkor. Yeah, it's known as a more upscale market, very clean, amazing produce. And the highlight here,
Mango sticky rice.
the ultimate Thai dessert, mango sticky rice. And the description was just poetry.
Yeah. What did it say?
Mangoes like custard, rice, coconut perfumed, the whole thing just unforgettable.
Oh, wow. That sounds like the perfect mango sticky rice experience. Sweet, creamy mango, fragrant rice.
That balance of sweet mango, salty, sweet, coconut sticky rice, it's just sublime when it's done right. Truly unforgettable.
Okay, wow, what a trip. New York bagels, Tokyo ramen, Paris croissants, Mexico City tacos, Bangkok street food.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it? Across all these amazing cities, the standout meals, the ones that really stick with you.
They're often not the flashiest places. They're the ones tucked away, the ones the locals line up for.
Exactly. Far from the main tourist routes sometimes. It shows that, to really taste the city, you got to eat where the locals eat.
Venture beyond the obvious guidebook recommendations.
Wow.
Seek out those little gems.
So that really brings us to you listening right now after hearing about all this.
Yeah, which city is calling to you? Which one of these food scenes are you suddenly craving? Is it a birria tacos? The crab omelet? That life-changing crepe?
Makes you think, doesn't it, about your own travels or even exploring your own city.
Definitely. Maybe the best meal you've yet to have is waiting just around a corner you haven't turned down yet, in a place cherished by locals, just waiting to be discovered.